Hey y'all, I was listening to freaking Meg and Nicki on Nicki's live, and first of all, that was a moment because it's just like, bitch, I can only imagine because I was like, young listening to Nicki, and it's just like, oh my goodness, to now you like at that level and you actually like fucking talking to Nicki Minaj like on like some, picking out in a contest type shit, like. Even though it's not that deep, like, oh my goodness, like, but it's like if somebody invites you on their live and, then, values your input, for you to stick around and not like, all right, bitch, bye. Like, just for you to actually, like, stay around or whatever. That shit is like, it's cute for the moment. So, like, what they were actually talking about was just like, just because you didn't, make it this time doesn't mean that you won't make it the next. Like, and then Nicki was like, exactly, like, Shantae, you stay. And I'm like, exactly, like, bitch, sometimes you gotta sashay away. So, like, even when, like, me, like, I know I have a goal. I know, like, I don't have, like, a goal so much as far as, like, different things, because when I be meeting small little goals, like, it just be, just those moments that you acknowledge, like, oh, okay, like, I cannot control, what it is that's everything, bitch. Like, God is all possibilities, bitch. I'm like, somebody met me and named me as a piece of all possibility. As a piece of all possibility, there I have a name, But, like, bitch, even I know that it be things that I be changing, things that I be switching up, things that I be like, you know what, that's dead, like, things that I'm not even, things that I'm just like, okay, whatever. And it's just like, okay, bitch, sometimes you gotta sashay away. Shout out to Ruth. Like, bitch, how you going? Ruth said it. How the fuck you going to love somebody else, bitch, if you can't even love yourself? Love yourself before you even, go into loving somebody else. And it gives very much like, okay, like, me loving myself is acknowledging, like, okay, girl, it's day 5 of your 4 days ago, you decided it to be a 90-day point. So, like, here it is, bitch, like, it's day 5 of 90 days. And, like, I'm not whining in the club. I'm not crying in the club right now. But, like, I'm just very, like, girl, about the whole situation. So, like, trying hard is not trying hard. Trying hard is just being consistent. And that's not even trying hard, bitch. That's just you putting in the fucking work. You putting in the work is you being consistent. And yeah, I have a goal in mind. Like, I don't want to be in the gym for 90 days, bitch. And I don't have, the training. Like, I have certain goals, like, and it's just like, bitch, what if you don't even make it there? Like, the fucking bunnies is just like still in population right now. Like, they're still populated. Like, and it's just like, bitch, it's only a matter of time before these goddamn mountain lions start coming through here looking for these fucking bunnies, bitch. And, like, girl, all possibilities. So it's just like, once you put it there, it's like, all right, like, I'm not going to stress myself out because, like, I'm seeing things change because, like, allow things to change. I see all of that just like as me trying to be, me about like the fact that I've gained weight. I feel like it's because I weighed myself early this morning. Like, even looking at my face, I feel like very puffy. I know that I'm also very sinusy right now. So, like, what it gives is, like, I'm just going to just be consistent, sweat it out, move them shoulders, loosen up in the shoulder. I'm going to go to the gym because I need to do something where, I'm like, I might go to the sauna, though, because I want to sweat. I want to get sweaty. So, I'm going to take my stuffy butt and sweat. And I'm not gonna give a fuck because like it's day 5 of 90 days, and like bitch, I got my tea, wake up, and it's just like sometimes those big Archangel Uriel, like when you be like, you could have swore like, dang, didn't Uriel just say that? But it's because like you be watching a lot of YouTube, so like it's not that many. And that's the part though, that's the part that I feel like the mind of a fucking maniac that will sit in somebody's like live stream is just that whole science of the fact, like, you can go to school, you can meet people that actually have employment to teach you things. That actual implementation is teaching, and they have certifications for teaching, and like they could tell you things all the fucking time, and like you will leave and you will just think and imagine how you fucking think and imagine. But then you come across people that like they teach you something in a way that like, even when you're not even around that person, even if you're not even near that person, they can, or even if you're not even near that experience, like, because like even if you're not even near that experience, they can learn something, teach and learn something in a way, like you're educated in a way, like you're able to travel that distance in a way because you've been there before to be in that. Whereas though that shit, once you're not near that, and once you're like off in your own, and that comes back about as like a thought, like, oh shit, that's an A, like that letter is A, but you don't really remember who the fuck, like, I can't sit here and tell you who taught me the letter A. You get what I'm saying? But like when you're so close to an experience where like you remember who the fuck told you stars is water, you remember who kind of like sparked that shit for you to be like, because like once you just get into that understanding stars is water, just how like you get into that understanding A is A, you don't really care about who taught you who A is A no more. To the point that like you just know that A is A, and like who told you A was A, that shit's not even like, I cannot recall, like, but like stars is water, and then like you want stars is water, stars is water, stars is water, but like you when that comes about, you so close to what was taught you that, motherfucker, that's the shit that these motherfuckers be caught up in. Like, that's the shit that motherfuckers, it's no other way. It's no other way. It's no other way, just knowing the directions of shit. Like, just being too up and close and personal into the directions of, like, where shit, like, you feel like the starting point was. So, yeah. Only reason I feel like that should be on my mind is because like I comment a lot on like Flight's channel, and like when I be thinking about that, I'm like, dang, like, sometimes when motherfuckers, like if you partying in the club, but you may get hit by a bullet that you don't think that you necessarily needed, but maybe you did need to hear that. And I do feel like, me commenting, on somebody's channel, like, I could be doing something else, and most times I'm already doing something else, or at times I wasn't doing anything because there really wasn't much to do, like, and I wasn't going to go find something to do. I created something to do, which was comment on a motherfucker's channel that I was what I had to do in that moment, that was what I was doing, like, that's what I was doing. So I had made something else for me to do. Like, I'm not going to just be, look, I ain't never been that type. Like, I got to be able to do something. I like to do things, you know, whether it's like me resting. Like, motherfucker, resting is something to do. So even that, like, having somebody constantly in the motion of, like, having you, telling you what to do, that shit is strange to me. So even working sometimes becomes strange to me, because it's just like, wait a minute, bitch, you want to tell me what to do? Like, you told me the concept of what it is that we do. So why is it now that you compartmentalizing what I have to do? Like, that's the strange part for me, because it's just like, isn't this just what we does? Like, I get the concept of what needs to be done here. Why do I need task when I know the operation? Why am I spending time on goddamn, like, the who am I game, where it's like, fucking, is your character black? And then you slide down all the fucking characters, and then you look at the task, and it's just like, okay, is it mop the floors? Like, motherfucker, I get the objective of what is done here. Like, I don't need the agony of you also, like, putting me into operational status. Like, because, like, that's how people will start to look at you, is like you should be able to modify your life, not for what it is that is happening in your life and what it is that you're able to contribute, but what it is that motherfuckers want you to compromise with, whereas though like, you become a labor. And it's like, oh child, like, what are you trying to get me to give birth to? Anytime that I become a labor or laborer, like, they will have you in all types of, like, mental binds, where it's like, you feel like that's justified. Like, you'll come up with reasons to be like, well, they did so, you know, 9 to 5. Bitch, I just fell in love. I just quit my job. I need to find a new job. Y'all damn near work me so damn hard. It's too many songs out here for you to be stuck up in that rigmarole. Like, fuck all that. Girl, you better enter the motherfucking country with vengeance if them motherfuckers done turned into terrorists, okay? Maybe I'll lay off the cookies. I do work in a bakery. Bitch, I got bread. I got cake. It's a bakery. Bitch, we ain't going to study. You can't stay with me. Out of all these Negroes, how you hate on me? There's too many Negroes out here. But, I'm gonna lay off the cookies. We do make them from scratch. So, like, I've seen the amount of grammage of sugar that goes into a cookie. I'm not hating. But it's like, you gotta do that shit in moderation. So maybe I'll have, like, a cookie day. Like, maybe I'll make, like, a cookie day where, or maybe, like, I'll still take home my cookies and I'll save them up. Bitch, not me encouraging fucking binge eating. Because I really will eat 6, maybe not in a day. Maybe I would, though. Maybe I would eat 6 fucking cookies in a day, and that's probably all I would have ate too. Was those 6 cookies? Like, not even gonna hold you. Especially if it's a milk chocolate chip. That's all I need. I'll go home every day with a milk chocolate chip, stack them bitches up, eat my milk chocolate chips on Sunday when you bitches is closed. Like, what? And I'll have milk chocolate chips to like, share. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. because all of a sudden, once you have a cookie now, everybody's like, they have likes and dislikes towards your cookie. Like, you ain't even never express how much you dislike that cookie. You ain't even talk about how much you even like cookies. Like, but so, the whole time they do, but it be the basic cookies. Like, girl, you getting a fucking 100 pack from goddamn Sam's Club. I'm talking about, mama, I was in the kitchen with these. Like, I was in the kitchen making these. But yeah, baking is cool, but I feel like, you know, with that, I need to do it in moderation, because one, I'm not a laborer. Like, I'm not a laborer. The moment, oh my goodness, please don't rebel against me. Please do not rebel against me, bruh. I just don't even want to. Like, you get into like the jobs, like, but it's just like, I don't even look at this as a job, because like, I like doing this. Like, this is something that I like to do. Like, I have imaginations of doing things with these things where like I'm incorporating, you know, various different ingredients. I'm looking at, like, it's giving me, you know, like, I'm in school type shit. Like, you know, this is, you have to learn proper ingredients and ingredient care. You can't just have ingredients and it's not cared for, even when it's in storage. You know, things like that. Like, once things even leave their original place, you can't just, like, not treat it. Like, you can have a bucket of caramel that lasts a very long time, but what is the energy that we have around that bucket of caramel? Are we, you know, cleaning it? You know, like, I don't know why, like, that shit, but even though that shit's not fun, but that's why we have multiple people. Like, you can't, there's teams for things. Like, you can't just do something by yourself. And if multiple people are also going around cleaning a bucket, then, like, that bucket is going to stay pretty goddamn clean if people are doing it, you know, to the best of their fucking ability. So that's just a small way of saying that. It takes a team, like, to actually value something the same. Like, it doesn't have to be in the same way, but just in similar ways. That's probably like one of the main things that had Chick-fil-A like popping for a really long time, is because like you could kind of like get that feeling like, oh, these motherfuckers really care, like, just because of how like most of their employees is like, you know, they will all like kind of have that kind of spunkiness about them. Like, not all of them, but like the people who touch somebody, they did it hard enough, whereas though even if you were kind of lacking that day, it's Chick-fil-A, like, you know, it gives that. So yeah, cookies is cool, baking is cool, the gym is cool. I'm right here at the gym. I'm sitting here chitty-chatting because I have to like unlock the
It's 7:40. Good morning. It's 7:40.
Aw. Let me show y'all Minnie. She got on cream today. Have you ever seen a Chevy with the butterfly doors? That's what it was giving. Like when I saw this, I gotta get a new band. I had a different band, but like it popped because it was like mostly like beads, and I was like washing my hands and it was like elastic or whatever, but it's given like, have you ever seen a Chevy with the butterfly doors? Oh. That app's not even on here. Alright.